When you're scrolling through endless nail art ideas on Instagram and wondering whether a high-tech gadget can actually replace your weekly salon visit, the first question that pops up is simple: who will truly benefit from a 3D nail printer? And who would be better off sticking with traditional polish? If you're the type who loves experimenting with bold patterns, wants to shrink the mess of drying time, and is okay with a bit of learning curve, this might be a game changer. Conversely, if you're happy with a classic red French tip or you've already built a reliable relationship with a nail tech, you may end up paying for features you'll never use. And for the average buyer, does the price justify the convenience, or is it just a pricey novelty? Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. Let's start with the everyday scenario most people face. You've got a deadline at work, a dinner party, maybe a photo shoot, and you've got 10 minutes to get your nails looking presentable. Traditional nail art often means setting up a workspace, waiting for each layer to dry, and worrying about smudges. The 3D nail printer promises a 20-second print, a touchscreen interface, and water-based inks that claim to be both vibrant and long-lasting. In practice, that quick claim does hold up, but only after you factor in the prep you need to do. You still have to clean your nails, apply a base coat, and load the printer with the correct size file. The whole process can be trimmed down to about 3 minutes once you've run a couple of cycles, which is still faster than a full salon session but not instant. Who should consider buying this? First, think of hobbyists who spend their weekends designing nail art on their phones or tablets. The 5-inch touchscreen offers a direct way to upload custom designs, and because the printer uses water-based ink, the colors tend to stay bright without the harsh chemical smell that some gel kits emit. If you own a small nail studio and want to add a wow factor to your service menu, the ability to showcase rapid, on-demand designs could attract new clients looking for novelty. The device's compact desktop footprint is also a plus for cramped spaces. It fits neatly on a typical vanity or salon countertop without taking up more room than a small printer would. On the flip side, the printer isn't for everyone. If you're only interested in classic, single-tone nails, the machine's core advantage, rapid, intricate designs, becomes irrelevant. The printer also requires a steady hand to load the nail trays correctly. A misaligned nail can result in a smeared print, which means you'll waste ink and time fixing mistakes. Users have mentioned that the unit is not entirely silent. The small motors were during the printing cycle, which could be a minor annoyance in a quiet salon environment. Because the device is specialized, you'll need to purchase replacement ink cartridges designed for the model, and those aren't as widely stocked as traditional polish, so inventory management becomes an extra task. Now, let's talk about the practical strengths that actually show up in daily use. The most noticeable benefit is the consistency of the patterns. When you print a digital file, you get the same precise line thickness and color placement every single time, something that's hard to achieve by hand, especially for intricate geometric or gradient designs. For people who have struggled with shaky hands, this eliminates a lot of frustration. The water-based inks also dry quickly, reducing the risk of smudging during the initial minutes after printing. In my own test runs, the printed nails stayed intact through a casual coffee run without chipping, which suggests the ink's durability is credible. Another hidden advantage is the drying solution built into the machine. It combines a gentle warm airflow with a light UV element, which accelerates the curing process without the harsh glare of a full UV lamp. For users who are sensitive to UV exposure, this is a kinder alternative while still achieving a hard-finished surface. The touchscreen also doubles as a design library. You can scroll through preloaded templates ranging from minimalist lines to elaborate floral motifs. This feature can be a time saver if you have a client who wants something trendy but can't decide on a specific pattern. However, a few practical weaknesses deserve attention. The printer's ink capacity is modest. Each cartridge lasts roughly 20 prints before you need a refill. If you're running a busy nail studio, that translates to frequent ordering and potentially higher operational costs compared to bulk purchasing of regular polish. The device also struggles with non-standard nail shapes. It's calibrated for typical oval or square nails, so if your clientele prefers almond or coffin styles, you'll need to manually adjust the tray, which isn't always straightforward. Lastly, the machine's automatic claim only extends to the printing stage. You still have to manually remove the nail from the tray and apply a top coat yourself, adding a final step that some users hoped would be fully automated. The value proposition really hinges on how much you'll actually use.